What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Rich, here to talk some NBA prop plays over on Prizepicks for Christmas Day, December 25th. Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate, and happy holidays to everybody. We have a loaded slate of NBA games, just like we always do on Christmas Day. So let's talk some NBA prop plays over on Prizepicks that I'm really liking today. The data, the model, and a few other gut check plays that I do really like. And there is a little bit of data to support them, so let's dive into it right now. For all the high-flying action, take a step back and relax. It's time to count that money. The NBA props, no look any further. You know what time it is. Presented by Prizepicks, NBA props. Let's count that money, man. All right, so right at the top, we are starting with Julius Randle, his rebounds and assists. Both are fine plays. DraftKings has the highest line at -120 at 9.5. The matchup is decent, 17th in the NBA, so right around neutral for Julius Randle, but he's been hitting this number 6 games in a row, been playing great, rebounding the ball very well, 12.6 over the last 5, projected for right around 11. The 100 possession data says he should get somewhere around 10. Yes, Joel Embiid is in the middle, but there still will be plenty of rebounding opportunities, and that was even with RJ Barrett getting involved in the rebounding. We'll see how Mitchell Robinson fares. He'll obviously be matched up with Joel Embiid, but I do think that there will be a lot of rebound opportunities for Randle in this matchup. And again, game like Christmas, stars will be out, lots of heavy minutes for these players. Randle's been averaging around 36 a game. We even projected for right around 35, but it could be even more than that in a close matchup with the Sixers on Christmas Day, and the Knicks are at home, so expect them to be playing all their starters full minutes, trying to show out for that Knick crowd. I'm not going to talk too much about the data. You've seen it all. Hit last game, going back to it again today at 9.5. I do really like it. I think Randle's in a great spot. Let's get into Georgia's Niang on the other side of that matchup, talking about his three-pointers. So you see the data here, -130 on the books. He's hit in 4 of his last 5 games. 4, 2, 1 against Toronto, which is okay because their perimeter defense is very solid. 3 and 3. Now, the bigger story here is that the Philadelphia 76ers do shoot a decent amount of threes. Niang is one of those guys who shoots a lot of threes for them, but the Knicks actually do allow it on the perimeter. 22nd in the NBA, three-pointers allowed. And you look at what he's been shooting lately, 8, 8, 2 again against Toronto, 11 and 5. So he has been shooting a lot of threes. Doesn't play a ton of minutes, but more recently, you see his minutes have gone up, 25, 23, 11 against Toronto, and then 26 and 24. We'll see how much he plays. I think there is a pretty good shot for him. I think the matchup is there. They will need the three-point shooting to kind of match what the Knicks have done. The Knicks, even last game, shot a ton of threes against the Bulls, hit a lot. Julius hit a ton. RJ shot the ball really well, so they may need that added firepower on the perimeter to match some of the shooting from the Knicks. We'll see, but I think that Niang is in a good spot here, and only at 1.5, I think it's a great spot for him. You see what he's been averaging. You see on the books, -130. You see it's the #1 matchup for opposing power forwards at shooting the three-pointer, so I think it's a really good spot. Again, it just comes down to the minutes. How many minutes does he play? He's been playing somewhere around 22. You know, we even projected for right around 18, 19, but you see he's been chucking it up even in 19, 20 minutes, so all he has to do is really go 2 for 5, and we are going to hit this play. It's a pretty solid edge to the over, one of the higher ones in the model. We even projected for right around 2.5 to 3 or so. So I think it's a really good spot for him in a great matchup, in a really good game environment. And I think he will probably see the floor a little bit more because they're going to need the shooting to keep up with the Knicks in this one. So that's why I like Niang. And then we can talk about LeBron James and why maybe, just maybe, I'm not going to say you should, but the under's kind of in play for LeBron. Now, I'm not going to say you should take the under because it is Christmas, and while LeBron has had a decent career on Christmas, he has not played very well against Dallas. And I'm just bringing this up because everyone loves LeBron James. He's been scoring 30 points a game every single game. But against Dallas, since he left Miami, he's only scored 30 points against Dallas twice. You see all those matchups. I'm not even going to count how many matchups there are. He's only got 2. Thankfully, for everyone who is betting the over on LeBron James, both those games are on the road in Dallas, and this game is in Dallas. But the bigger story here for me is that how much is he going to shoot? Is he going to take over in this game? Are they going to force the ball out of his hands? Which they might. That's what they've done a really good job of, and that's why they are the #2 matchup for opposing small forward, or he's listed as a power forward here. But I think that the bigger thing is that it's going to be difficult for him. They're going to have all eyes on him. Yes, it'll be him versus Luka. I just wanted to bring this up in case you're thinking about it. I'm not saying you got to take the under, but it was at 30.5, and then the sports books put it up at 29.5, a little bit juice to the over, so Prizepicks had to move it down. But you see every other player, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, all these guys, their numbers are heavily juiced. You look at Giannis on the sports books, his number's 30.5. On Prizepicks, it's 31.5. There's a reason for that. But one number I do like is Giannis's rebounds. Giannis's rebounds at 11.5, you see -136 to the over. His consistency over the last 5 games games. Even you look at the last 10 games, if you want me to pull that up, it hasn't been great. A little bit spotty. Chris Middleton is doubtful in this one, so that, again, will give Giannis more opportunities to rebound the ball because there's one less star player out of the lineup and more usage in his hands. But another reason why I like to play, Giannis has never not hit this on Christmas. 12 against the same Celtics, 13, 14, and 14. So Giannis likes to rebound the ball on Christmas Day. You see he scored 30 in 2 of those games. So if you like the over for him, I think it's a fine play. I think he's going to be really pissed off coming off back-to-back losses. They're going to want to get a win on Christmas. I don't know if this game is in Milwaukee or in Boston. I'm not exactly remembering what the schedule is for them, whether it's in Milwaukee or Boston. But either way, I didn't put it in the model because it's kind of spotty in the model, but it's in my gut. In my gut, Giannis is going to go over this number. It's pretty much the only number on Prizepicks that they're giving us at kind of a fair price. The points is the one they have juiced up to 31.5, but the rebounds, minus 136 on the books, has never, ever missed this number on Christmas Day. I think he's got a really good shot to do it again. The matchup is fine. It's not one that's really good. It's kind of okay. You see a lot of defensive rebounds allowed to opposing small forwards, but I believe Giannis can do it. I have a lot of faith in Giannis, and that's why I'm taking Giannis. So for me, the core plays are Julius Randle, Niang, and then I'm also making a core play for Giannis. Wanted to save that one till the end. Christmas Day, baby. Doesn't get much better than that, but as always, if you tail, give Prizepicks hell, and if we fail, do not bail. Make sure to drop me a like and subscribe for future content. And if you do get some Christmas money, do not spend it all in one place, and make sure to use that Jokic taco as well. Over 1 point over on Prizepicks. Didn't even bring that up, but it is out there if you haven't used it yet, so make sure you do that. Enjoy the Christmas Day games, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.